Michigan just took their state back from Muslims and made most of them felons overnight. The state of Michigan is quickly turning into a Sharia swamp, thanks to the reckless immigration policies of Obama over the past 8 years. Places like Dearborn, that was once an all-American town, has now earned the nickname Little Baghdad, where markets, businesses, mosques, and Islamic schools surround residents, as the place has been transformed into a third-world country. In the wake of disturbing reports of a Muslim now being positioned to take over as governor, lawmakers are quickly realizing they have to take drastic measures before their state is completely overtaken by Muslims. In an unprecedented move, Michigan has just passed a law that will instantly make most Muslims instant felons overnight, sending a clear message that Sharia law will no longer be tolerated in their state. Michigan has been on everyone's Sharia radar lately, after the huge scandal emerged recently about the 2 Michigan doctors who were caught forcing female children to undergo genital mutilation. Dr. Fakhruddin Atter, 53, and his wife, Farida Atter, 50, were arrested several weeks ago at their medical office in Livonia, Michigan, where they were charged with 3 federal criminal counts, including conspiracy, female genital mutilation, and aiding and abetting. But unfortunately for the Muslim couple and the entire Muslim population of Michigan, things have gone from bad to worse after what lawmakers just passed overnight. After realizing that only jailing 2 Muslims for their crimes would do little to stop the rampant cases of little girls being mutilated in order to comply with Sharia law, as it's common that Muslims will just perform this procedure on their own children, Michigan has just passed a law that will send any Muslim to prison for 15 years who is found guilty of taking part in the procedure, to include parents. Pamela Geller has more. The law was written and passed in the wake of a widely reported and horrific discovery of the procedure being conducted on 2 girls from Minnesota and 4 from Michigan, allegedly by a doctor in Detroit. The federal government investigating the incident said the FGM was pushed in these instances by an India-based Muslim sect called Dawoodi Bohra. Governor Rick Snyder, who will be running against Muslim Abdul al-Sayed in the 2018 governor race, is frantic to take back control of his state that is being completely overrun by these Sharia-supporting Muslim terrorists. Those who commit these horrendous crimes should be held accountable for their actions, and these bills stiffen the penalties for offenders while providing additional support to victims, Governor Rick Snyder said in a statement. This legislation is an important step toward eliminating this despicable practice in Michigan while empowering victims to find healing and justice. Fox News went on. The practice, also known as female circumcision or cutting, is a federal crime punishable by 5 years in prison. But the new Michigan laws, which also give prosecutors and victims more time to pursue such cases, create harsher penalties for procedures that have been condemned by the United Nations but are common for girls in some parts of Asia, Africa and the Middle East. Michigan is the 26th state to officially ban the practice in the U.S. The state laws take effect in October. The new laws apply to parents or others who knowingly facilitate genital mutilation, including the transporting of girls to another state for the procedure. Defendants in such cases will not be able to defend themselves in court by saying it is a custom or ritual. Under the laws, the statute of limitations for criminal charges to be filed will be 10 years or by the alleged victim's 21st birthday, whichever is later. Victims will be able to sue for damages until their 28th birthday, which is longer than the previous 2-year window after the discovery of harm. The State Department of Health and Human Services will develop an educational and outreach program targeting specific populations, including girls who may be at risk. Teachers, physicians and police also will receive information. Advocates say few states have enacted education requirements or longer statutes of limitations. This barbaric procedure has no accepted health benefits and is only performed to exercise control over young women, said one of the bill's sponsors, Republican Senator Tanya Schuetmaker of Lawton. We owe it to our girls to give law enforcement and prosecutors every available tool to bring the perpetrators to justice. It's good to see lawmakers coming down hard on these Muslims who prove on a daily basis they have no intentions of assimilating into Western civilization. If they want to carve up their little girls and live under Sharia law, they can happily do that over in their lovely crap-covered third world countries. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe Breaking News 365 channel. Goodbye and see you again.